Welcome to session number 8 here in week number 3. We are going to use an exercise band for today's session. We're going to start with a warm-up and then we're going to move on with 2 blocks. In the first block we have 4 different exercises, alternative between a strength exercise using the band and a pulse exercise. Doing the exercises for 3 rounds, a break, and then we move on to block number 2, the same setup, but of course with 4 new exercises. In that working period, I will of course guide you all the way through, and in the rest period, I will show you the next exercise. We are going to work with 45 seconds on and 15 seconds for the next exercise. So you should bring an exercise band, an exercise mat, a good set of shoes, and then we're just going to do this one together, working for those 45 seconds, 15 seconds, and ending this session with a stretch. Turn this into a full body work, resistance training, interval training session, and you have completed the session within approximately 30 minutes. So go and get your equipment and we are going to do that warm up. Let's go. So tapping in here and just a little bit of a tap and move from side to side, bending arms, and we're going to go a little bit further down into our knees, pushing back and bring arms forward and back. I'm going to challenge you a bit here in this warm-up with your balance. So staying out, lifting leg up from side to side, and then we're going to move over to one of our sides, straightening up, reaching up for the ceiling, pulling back again. So toe and heel for another 4 and 3 and 2, and we are gonna stay put. So up here, bring knee in and back again. So balance on your left leg, squeezing glutes, squeezing abs as we pull that knee in, straight back, lifting up so you can feel your glute muscle and still try to balance. If this is too much, you can always put your toe down and up again for 4, reaching 3 and 2, reaching up and stepping back, swinging our arms and up on our toes into center, lifting up and squeezing. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and stay up here, swinging arms forward and back. So engage your core, your glutes, your thighs, squeezing, holding on here for 4, 3, stay up on those toes, up on those high heels, and we're gonna twist to opposite side, reaching up and bring them back again. And as we're reaching up, you should feel your heart rate elevate up for 8 more. 8, chin is in, and bring it up for another 4, 3, 2, and let's stay on that right leg and bring it up, pulling it back. So maybe you want to tap with your toe straight up, but make sure you do the hip extension, get your glutes to work in here, straight up, exhaling and inhaling, or find your way in a proper breathing squeeze. So a good way to challenge your balance, staying on one leg. 4 more, 4 and 3, bring it up, 2 and 1, final 1, in and out to center, hands on thighs, reaching one shoulder towards the opposite leg, and we're gonna start moving our legs as well. So sliding from one side to the other one. Try to hold your hands on your thighs, not on your knees. So twisting, engaging core, inhale and exhale. 4, get a bit of a dynamic stretch in your inner thigh. And into center, bouncing a little bit here, chin is in, and pushing it back, hands on floor, in to center, and up we go. And we are ready with the first block for those 4 exercises, and we're gonna start with a triceps overhead. You're gonna grab your band, you're gonna pull it around your hands, and you're gonna bring them up, clap your hands, elbows pointing up, and we're gonna reach up for straight elbows and bring them back again. And we're gonna do that for 45 seconds, and I will show you the next exercise in the rest period. Counting down from 10. You can always go with 1 foot or 2, or you can step further out, all depending on how much resistance. So squeezing, lifting up, chin is in, slightly loosening up your knees, and no hyperextension. A little bit of a squeeze in our glutes and in our core. Exhale and inhale. So every time you're reaching up for that ceiling and straighten your elbows, you should feel it in your triceps, the back of your arms. So squeezing slowly down again. All the way down with your thumbs to your neck, reaching up again. 4 seconds, feel your way, and you're gonna put the band in front of you, and we're gonna do a jump over and a jump back. Make sure when you're jumping over, you're not pushing your knees in front of your feet, pushing your buttocks back instead. So elevating that heart rate. Turn this into a resistant session with interval training, which is so efficiently boost our metabolism. And you can always go on jogging, but alternative between right and left leg. So if you find the jump squat is too much, go with the modification, or you can do a little bit of each. Maybe you want to hit it with the jump over the band in round number 2. Maybe you want to do it in round number 1 and take a little bit more easy. So feel your way, using your arms. So jumping forward, jumping back, inhale and exhale, 4 seconds. And here we are, bring up your band in front of you, and it's folded on the middle, and we're gonna do a squat, pulling out to the side, back in again. So make sure that you can feel the resistance in your upper body here. So pulling out and in again. Squeeze in an ordinary squat and bring that band with you. Get some retraction between your shoulder blades. Pulling back so you can feel your shoulders and your arms. If this is too much, you can just go down here and up again. Maybe get a little bit of a resistance at the end of the movement. So slowly down, up we go. So bring that band out and in. So pushing the band forward and out to the side. Chin is in, and your abs, core engage at the same time as your pelvic floor. Leave the band, and we are gonna bring it out here to the side. And you could always go with this variation instead of, but try to keep your arms up, shoulders down. So jumping from one side to the other one, or stepping out, pulling at the same time. And maybe you want to do some ordinary jacks if that fits you better, or with that heel in. Lots of possibility. You can always shuffle in one of your maybe now favorite exercises, because now you are here on your 8th session. So you get to know all different kind of exercises, and it's always good to challenge our brain, shaking things up. And let's go for 5 more seconds, affected on your breathing. I can't emphasize that enough. We have to get affected on breathing, and we have to find and feel the resistance. So we are back for exercise number 1 here. Up we go, the triceps. So pushing up, slowly down again. Inhaling, exhaling. Grab your hands and push it up. No hyperextension in your knees. Squeeze, up we go, all about straightening. And you can always, if you have a shoulder issue, you can continue with the triceps kickback. We had that one in one of our first sessions with the band. You can always shuffle up with that. The most important thing is that you can do some exercising. 10 more seconds. 5. And again, break. Not about how many you are doing, but that you feel the ones you're doing. All about that muscle and mind connection. So 5 seconds, jumping over band and back again. 2, and let's go. So slightly pushing buttocks back, knee behind toe, and you could do the jogging over and back again. So when I keep on going, when I talk about this muscle and mind connection, it's just because in my life as a physiotherapist and a group instructor, I sometimes meet people who are doing an exercise, but when I ask, where do you feel the exercise, they're actually not able to answer. So that's a very important thing. Get that position in. You will get so much more out of it. It's harder, I know, but you'll get much more out of it. And don't remember, we are only working out 30 minutes at the time. Pushing buttocks back, slightly up on our toes, and here we are. Bring the band for both an upper body and a lower body exercise actually here. So squatting, pull out the band out on the way and out to the side. Good distance between your feet. Squatting, bring it out and back in again. So out and in. Pushing buttocks back, and notice what happens with your core as you're putting your buttocks back. Our abs tend to push and pop away, and we're gonna engage that. We're not gonna allow that to happen. So pulling back and into center. Inhaling and exhaling. So still feel that your heart rate is pushing it a bit, affected on your breathing, but just in a few seconds, we're gonna push it a little bit harder. Band in front of us. Do the jacks, pull out to the side. 10 more seconds. Easing off our shoulders. Engaging core. 3, 2, and pull out to the side. Or do the modification still here. So if this is way enough for you right here at your part of your journey, then you do that. It's absolutely better to do something and come back and stay consistent instead of just throwing it all off and telling yourself that it's not possible to do it. Of course it is. You just have to start out slow, and let's go for final 10 seconds, and we have one more round before we have a break. And 3, 2, 1, and get your band. Final triceps overhead. Standing on both feet on single leg. Wrap it around your hands, up and above, elbows in, and here we are. Yeah, not a lot of time to get into that next position. Keep ourselves up on our toes. Squeezing glutes, engaging core, pelvic floor, and let those arms get up. Feel it in your triceps. Slowly down again, and up we go. Final round, 15 seconds. 8 more seconds. And one final one. Yep. And down, ready for jump over or jogging over and back. Engaging. 5 seconds. 4, and let's go for that jump. So feel your way. You can run over and not get run over, but run over the band and back again. So this is the final time you do this exercise. Keep it on moving. You will be very happy because you only have a few more exercises left before you have a water break. So push it as hard as possible. 12 seconds. Reaching forward, back with that buttocks and jumping. So not as deep as a jump squat necessarily, but get into the bouncing movement. Band up, squat and upper body pull. Distance between feet. Do remember to not let your ab move away from your spine. So bring it out, get the retraction between your shoulder blades. So in and squeeze. So you feel that your shoulder blades are coming towards each other. Staying up nice and strong. Bring it out. And retraction, bring it out. And retraction. Weight back on our heels. Final round for this one and only 8 seconds. Chin is in. Yes, band in front. Do the pull out sideways and 45 seconds. A break is waiting for us. Arms are up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulling out to the side. Heel, heel. Or do the ordinary jacks, all up to you, or you can toss in any kind of pulse focused exercise. So bringing arms out to the side, squeezing, squeezing, engaging. You have a break in just a few seconds. To be more exact, 20 seconds, 10 seconds on each leg. And keep going for final 10 seconds. Arms stay up. And 3, 2, and here we are. Water break. Yes. So get some water, well deserved. Affected on your breathing, I hope. And exhaling again. So now we have 4 new exercises. We're gonna do some biceps, we're gonna do some lean back kick, some glute work, and I'm gonna introduce you to a burpee no push-up. So that's what we're gonna start with while you just get settled and get ready. Maybe you're all into push-up, burpees, then you're just gonna go ahead and just throw yourself a party. But if not, you are gonna go jump up. We're gonna jump up. We're gonna go down to a squat position. Hands down, almost so you can feel that your arms are next to your knees. Jumping out to a plank position, straight, no hanging in our lower back. Jumping forward again, staying in that position of a squat, and up again, and then forward. And you can do it like this, back, you can go walk out, walk in, and back up to center. Doing this into a little bit of a total body extension. Just make sure that you alternative between the leg. So that's gonna be our exercise number 4. We are gonna start with a biceps here. So we're gonna stay in here, wrap them around, and we're gonna do a lateral biceps. So arms are tucked into the side, straight wrist, and we're gonna move those arms up and slowly down again. So no slacking in your wrist, and just try to stay up nice and strong. So we're gonna go for the final block here. Find out how much distance you should have between your feet. Shoulders are back, chest is up, and ready to hit the biceps. Lifting up, slowly down. So the first exercise in block number 1, we had the triceps. Now we're moving on to our biceps. So front of arm, back of arm before. Shoulders are down. Make sure you're not doing this. You are gonna move up and pull those shoulders back in a nice upright stance here. Alignment, So bring it up and back again. Make sure you have all your wrists in control. 10 more seconds. A little bit squeeze in your glutes. And let go of the band. We're gonna do a lean back kick. So we are gonna go in here, leaning back and kicking, sort of like the one when we had the chair where we were kicking up, but you can also go bouncing here, up and down. So either leaning back here, maybe you wanna go with the full 45 seconds, maybe you go with 10 here and 10 here. So that's a keep on going. That's a great thing about working within that time frame. You can shuffle up the different variation of an exercise. Sometimes you think about it. You think about not pushing it in the hardest and most advanced way of doing the exercise because you're afraid that you're not able to do it all the way through. Don't worry about it. You can push it hard for 10 seconds, 15, and then you can come back to do a bit of a moderate exercise, and then you will get better and better. So leaning back, kicking for 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna lie down. We're actually not going to use the band. We're gonna put our hands underneath hips, bend our knees, and we're gonna go up here using our glutes. You can go single leg or you can go both legs. So resting your forehead, lifting up, slowly down, squeeze. So this is a good way of doing a frog lift. So up we go. So you can go single leg, or you can also go with straight knees, and you can do that both legs or single legs. All up to you. Some people have a little issue of their lower back when they're doing this one. Then you can just do single leg instead, but do engage your core. 12 more seconds. Resting your head, and make sure you can feel all the way up here where the glute muscle is attached. And up for a burpee. So burpee, no push-up. Good distance between our feet. Shoulders are back, ready to jump up towards the ceiling, landing in a jump squat, out in a plank, and let's go. Bring it up, squatting out to a plank position, jumping forward, up again, or you can go walking out, back again, and the next repetition, you're gonna start with the opposite leg. So up we go, bending, sliding up. So keep that engagement in your core. Make sure when you're out in that plank position, no slacking and no piking with your glutes. So just keep that good point and sit position for another 10 seconds. Jumping up, squatting up again. And you can always go ahead and have a look at my channel. I have different kind of explain to how to do things. Yep, that was fourth exercise in block number 2. Grab your band, ready for the biceps. So just around here, wrap it around, nice and tight over your wrist. Shoulders are back, squeezing up and slowly down. Easing off your knees, chest is up, shoulders back. Squeezing slowly down, inhaling and exhaling. And if you can stay here and you feel like you could stay forever, maybe it's time for you to wrap that band up and come back again. And 3 more seconds, and band to the side, lean back kick. In week number 4, I'm gonna introduce you to use of dumbbells. So that's a good idea. If you already have some, then you can try to grab a set, borrow it, and maybe you wanna buy one yourself. Chin is in. And when we're working with the dumbbells, I'm going to show you modifications, so don't go out and buy too light dumbbells. So squeezing, you can stand in the shop and just do a couple of biceps curl and feel your way. And 10, 20 more seconds, or you go bouncing here and kicking up from here instead. So shuffle up as long as you get affected on breathing. And I know I say it a lot because it's so important and people tend to forget it when they don't get it. Hear it over and over again. Lying down, frog lift, so that was the glute exercise. Hands underneath here, or maybe you want to go here, that's all up to you, of course. 2 and squeezing slowly down. Both leg or single leg. And engage with your pelvic floor as well. So you can go up, squeezing. Forehead resting, shoulder resting. Squeeze. You can push your feet together so you know just about where your feet are compared to each other. And 15 seconds. Getting all excited about doing a burpee in just a few seconds. 2 and up for our burpee. Use the rest period to get into position. So distance between feet, ready to jump up, ready to land softly in a jump. Squat and let's go. Jumping up, jumping out, in again. So engage as you're jumping up, engage as you're jumping out, and keep it here. And relax a little bit here, and then engage again. So reaching up, inhaling. 20 seconds. So keep pushing, or do that walking out, jumping up, walking out. That one here, the alternative, out, out, stay in the plank, in. So you should be pushing yourself, inhaling, and it's a great all body exercise because you're using almost every single muscle in your body. Have a break here and grab our band. Time flies by for that final biceps curl. Arms a bit out to the side. Chest is up and let's go. So if you are on that part of your journey, you might be, since you're here in a beginner workout challenge, a great thing is that if you're not used to exercising and working out with interval training and resistance training like this, you will get noticed a much faster progression than if you've been working out for a long period of time. You need to stay up on your toes, keep pushing yourself, and what is hard for you could not necessarily be hard for me, and opposite. So you just go you and listen to you. And muscle 9 here, squeezing biceps. Shoulders back, and you know this is our final round of the biceps curl, resting in our upper body and using our lower body and lungs and heart right now. Lean back kick, final round. Shoulders are back. And we are, whoops, sorry about that, all staring at the clock. So you're just gonna push it a bit harder because you've got 5 seconds late to this one. I actually used to have a timer going on with this very, very loud noise of a beep every time. And one of you put a comment in below and suggested that it was maybe a little bit too brutal. So now I put that away, and therefore I have to look a little bit more on the timer and break. So get down on our stomach and hands beneath here and squeezing. Get ready, resting. Up we go. Both legs are single leg, straight knees or bended knees. Squeeze slowly down. 20 seconds to go. Feel it engaging and get that good squeeze in your glute to form the glute from up here, and keep it on for another 5 seconds. Get both legs in if you go single leg. Yeps. And up for a final exercise for that burpee. And we're gonna do stretching afterwards. Shoulders are back, and 3, 2, and let's go. Pushing it up, jumping out, or maybe you wanna walk it out. Make sure you are staying in that nice straight position. So if you're trying to do the burpee with close packed feet, it's gonna be very hard to get up and moving and jumping out. Get some distance between your feet, then it's gonna be much easier. Lifting up. And as your toe hitting the ground here, you can feel that connection in your core. So squeezing, reaching up. Back again, 10 more seconds. So push it as hard as possible. You know there's a water break coming up, and stretching. So inhale, exhale, and pushing it. Yes, that's it. The timer has stopped, and you are gonna grab some water. So you are gonna lie down for the stretching part. You're gonna bring your band, and you're gonna put it up here on your foot. And if you still need a little bit more of a water break, you're just gonna put me to a pause and come back. Wrap around here, straightening out your left leg and pulling in here. Maybe you wanna go a little bit further in. So helping with the band, but try to stay in a straight position of your knee. Relaxing your shoulders. Inhaling. Exhaling, letting go of opposite leg, and just relaxing in your neck, upper body. Feel your hamstring and bending. So point toe up towards your knee. And now you're gonna grab the band with your right arm, the same as your leg, and pull it out to the side. Feel a stretch in your inner thigh, and just make sure you have a control over your opposite hip, so not falling over to the side. Just keep it out here. And pull that leg back again. Now I'm gonna be a little bit unpolite and turn my back to you. You're gonna bend your knee, put it down, and you're gonna turn over, and you're gonna bring that band up and pushing it up. So this is a great way to get a good stretch in your thigh. If you have a knee issue, then it's a good way just using, if you're not able to catch your toe, then you can pull it up here. Relaxing your shoulder. Inhale and exhale. And come back to center, and we're gonna switch to opposite foot, just around here, and wrap it around, straightening out your right leg, and make sure you have a straight knee here. So get a nice good stretch, work with your knee, so straighten it out. And if you know you have hypermobility, so extended range of motion, you're just gonna focus on not overextending your knees. Feel that back of your leg, and flexing a bit in your ankle joint. Get a nice stretch in your calf and Achilles tendon. Easy breathing. Grab the band with left arm and out to the side. Keep right hip in position. Inhale and exhale. So bending a bit, both knees, turn around. I'm going to be a bit more polite now. and bring that heel up and get a nice stretch over hip and knee. Make sure that your knees are above each other and pulling that heel up towards your glute. And that's it. Get untangled here. Oopsie. Fold your band in the middle, and you are gonna straighten arms out here, bring it up and bring it back, and let the band pull you a little bit back. Get a nice chest stretch, and if you feel uncomfortable on your knees, you can just go head up, standing up and reaching back. Chest is up, and try not to do too much hyperextension. Stay at a nice position here. And in front, reaching a bit out to the side, and get a good stretch between your shoulder blades. And here we are, easing off, and we are gonna reach up, breathing in, opening up, exhale, up we go, back again, and 2 more, and 1 more, and back again. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in session 9, and I can reveal already now that it's gonna be an easy off, a little bit of a suggestion for a rest day. And if you still need to do something, a bit of a harder work, you can always choose some of my other sessions here from the previous week. So until I see you next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay strong. Bye.